Welcome to week 2 of the Revolution Fantasy Football Edition of the 2022 season of the Ruben Yanez Fantasy Football League. And like always, we're going to start with some scores. First up, we have the absolute heartbreak of the Cantu Cuts, who lost to the Flying Graysons 153-137.
South Hayward Alfredo Pollos was taking on the San Jose Drug Life Matters with the picking up the win for the South Hayward Alfredo Pollos 118-99.
The Reservoir Dogs, it's that whole inexplicable. It's just inexplicable. How is it that they managed to win? And they just do. They just do. Also, I want to remind everyone that the music is brought to you by Studio Pete on Spotify.
Studio Pedro.
Part 1 and 2. Make sure you get it. Yeah, so Reservoir Dogs beat the Clitoris 137-25.
Oh, man. Heartbreaker right here. Dayman was leading pretty much throughout the half the week. And then the Miami Dolphins and Tuya happened. That's what happened. Tuya was throwing it all over the yard on Sunday. And he had Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle to throw to. So, unfortunately, Dayman goes 0-2. And the Bippers go 2-0. 109-101.
Well, let's not forget. Dayman also went 0-2 last year and was in the championship game.
It's true. Won 10 straight. 9 straight.
There we go. All right, here we go. The San Francisco Shabooms finally got back on the winning track, beating the Chula Vista Huff and Puffs 109-86.
The Stack King Trolls taking out the Cucamonga Cracker Killers 149-137. Staying perfect 2-0 right now.
Yeah, I believe first place so far. Week 2. Very, 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 very early. But we are there.
Yes, sir.
All right. It's time for the Week 2 Honey Buns and Crumb Bums. Starting off with the Honey Buns. My choice for this one is, of course, Jalen Waddle. Why? Because I'm a homer. 11 receptions, 171 yards, 2 touchdowns, for 42 points.
Oh, man. This guy right here, Stephon Diggs. What a beast, though, he was on Monday. 12 receptions, 148 yards, 3 touchdowns, 43 points, baby. That's right.
That guy's just a beast. He's a beast until otherwise noted.
That's right.
Like some crumb bums. First one being Rashard Penny. I don't know what happened, but he had 15 yards, a point. That's it. The Seahawks got absolutely rolled. They thought that they were gonna make something happen, and then because of week 1, and they just fell right back down to earth.
That's right. Hard. This guy too, Jerry Judy. 1 reception, 11 yards, 3 points. And he's questionable. He might be hurt. Terrible.
Well, we'll see what happens with Denver. Let's not forget. Hey, Monday night. Or Sunday night?
Sunday night.
Sunday night football.
That's right.
All right. Speaking of being there, somebody wasn't there because they weren't chosen to start. First up, Christian Kirk, who the Huff and Puffs decided that they weren't going to be good enough. Turns out that 6 receptions, 78 yards, touchdown, 26 points. Would have been so helpful, but instead, it was all over that bench, baby.
Yeah, this guy. Who would have thought, man? I didn't. I sure as hell didn't.
No way.
That's why I got him as a backup. I wasn't going to start him. But anyways, he went off and had a day. 469 yards, 6 touchdowns, 41 points. All over that bench, it could have definitely helped.
Oh, yeah. That
immensely
made quite a difference. And I just want to point out that I was actually offered Tago Baloa just before week 2. I was offered him in a different league, and about to regret. About to regret. The asking price? Taysom Hill. Don't worry about that now.
Yeah, it's in the past.
It's in the past. And just like we can't worry about some motherfuckers that help absolutely nobody. First up, because you know what? Let me just preface this with Anthony. You were there. I was there. I didn't see it though, because we was out getting snacks. Because I mean, to me, I was like, go Trey, go Trey, go Trey. We was getting snacks, and then I heard the cheering, and then I turn around, and then I see number 10. I see number 10. Jimmy Garoppolo. 154 passing yards, one passing touchdown, one rushing touchdown, 17 points. Not much, but nobody expected it. And okay, it was actually quite incredible because I know that you can see it because we were up on the third deck, but you can see that smile, that big giant smile. From Jingle
sure can.
Garoppolo as he was out there just going, ha.
That's right. On everyone.
Everyone. But anyway, all that didn't matter. He was the backup, so nobody started him. And he helped absolutely nobody. But he looked good doing it.
Oh, man, this guy, Garrett Wilson, wide receiver for the Jets, had himself a day. And what do you know? The Jets came back and won that game, which is pretty hilarious.
That was hilarious.
Because the same thing happened to the Bears. But anyways, that's a different story. Garrett Wilson had himself a day. 8 receptions, 102 yards, and 2 touchdowns for 32 points. That helped nobody that week or this week. And next week, will it help? I don't know. I'm not picking him up to find out. But he's out there, though. He's out there, people, on the waiver wires. Pick him up.
Go. And it's now time for everyone's favorite segment of the show. Does Big Daddy know? Also,
All right.
Music brought to you by Studio Pete. Instrumentals. Get it. Spotify.
Spotify.
All right, here we go. Question number 1. How many teams did the NFL have when it first started? 8, 10, 16, or 31?
16.
The answer was 8.
Damn.
Chicago Bears, Chicago Cardinals, the Green Bay Packers, New York Giants, Boston Braves, the Commanders, Portsmouth Spartans, nothing. Oh no, the Detroit Lions. Never mind. Staten Island Stapletons and the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Yeah, I like how Chicago had 2 teams.
Yeah. You know what? I always actually forget that Chicago is huge. Chicago is a huge market, huge city, and it makes sense why they got, two baseball teams.
That's right.
I don't know anything about it, but apparently the north side and the south side are like completely different. Weird. Question number 2. How many NFL teams did Ryan Fitzmagic play for?
All of them.
6, B, 32, C, 5, or D, 9?
I'm going to go with B.
All 32? Man, it sure feels like it.
Sure does. But only 9.
He played for 9.
That's true.
Drafted by the Rams, which I always forget. He was drafted by the Rams, Bengals, Bills,
Hey,
Titans, Texans.
you forgot one more team.
Which one?
The Bears.
Wait, was he there?
Yeah, man, he played for the Raiders.
What? I'm gonna have to edit my thing.
But yeah, he was drafted by the Rams, played for the Bengals. He was with the Bills. He played pretty good for the Bills. But the Titans, Texans, started for the Jets, the Buccaneers, Dolphins, the Commanders. That's right. And he also played for the Durs, so it's like really 10. I think he played backup for the Durs, but he was on the team.
On the team. We'll look it up. In 2000, who became the first team to make 4 first-round picks in the same draft? A, the Raiders, B, the Dolphins, C, the Jets, or D, the Saints?
I want to say Jets.
And the answer is you're absolutely correct. You drafted Sean Ellis 12th, John Abram 13, Chad Pennington 18, and John Beck 27, and they still managed to do absolutely nothing. Chad Pennington was pretty alright, and then ended up on the Dolphins.
True.
And that's what happened.
That's just exactly what happened.
That's how that went down.
Thursday night.
Thursday night preview.
Do it. I forgot to give you my score, but let's do it live.
All right, we're going to do it live. Here we go. The Pittsburgh Steelers are taking on the Cleveland Browns, who the Browns are favored by 4.5. Over-under on this game is 38.5. And backup after backup after backup. So from just history of watching football, I've noticed when two teams like this get together, it's either going to be the worst game that you'll ever see, and it's literally going to be like 7-3, and someone just got lucky at the end for that 7, or it's just going to be like the straight battle of the shits, and everyone's just going to be high power and scoring because the other team sucks, and we'll just go.
It's usually both teams.
Yeah.
So
I actually think it's going to be on the lower end, and I don't think there will be a lot of points. I still think it'll be just under the over-under, but I think that Pittsburgh is going to squeeze it out on a field goal, 17-14 against Cleveland.
Yeah, man. I mean, both teams have both backup quarterback. I mean, they play as backups. I mean, both their quarterbacks are terrible. I mean, you got, what was it? Who's playing for the Cleveland Browns? Jacoby Brissett, and Mitch Trubisky. What kind of quarterback duel is that? I don't know. I think it's going to be just mostly a run game. They're just going to ground it out, pound it out. Maybe a few throws here and there. But I see Pittsburgh winning this maybe 20 to 13.
13, that makes sense. I definitely see that happening as a possibility. All right.
I mean, it'd just be terrible. I think it'd be a boring Thursday night, but I could be wrong. I usually am. Oh, no.
It'll be a little entertaining. It'll be all right. Well, anywho, that is the 2021 Week 2 review. See you Week 3. And don't forget, I'm going to always remind you, music brought to you by Studio P. Instrumentals. Get it on Spotify.
Dude,